I have reached a level of frustration that I've never known in my life. People told me all through my youth that I should do something with my music. I was too caught up in trauma and mental illness issues and immaturity to focus. Then, when I met my wife, she was basically the opposite of me. I think that's why I was attracted to her at first. She was totally unlike any girl I'd ever been with. She was very intelligent and reserved, and she couldn't stand that I was so self confident about my abilities as a musician and a writer. And she constantly put me down. And not to speak ill of the dead, I love my wife dearly. But at the end, we did separate before she passed from her heart attack. And I had so much resentment because she told me that I sucked. I was like the people that try out for American Idol that everyone makes fun of. I was delusional. I needed to give it up. I needed to find a practical career and handle it. And I did. I became a truck driver and I gained hella weight. I blew up to like 280 pounds. It was killing me. I was miserable, full of resentment, angry all the time, alone constantly. And whenever I came home, her and the kids just constantly put me down, told me how embarrassing I was. I was loud. I was too much of an extrovert. I needed to, change basically everything that I was. And at the end, we separated and then she passed away. So I decided that I was going to pursue my music again a little over a year ago. And after, 12 years of silence, I came back on my local scene, so to speak, and went lightweight viral on TikTok, which was really, really validating experience for me. And now, all the people that told me throughout my youth that I should do something with my music are friends on my Facebook, and they used to constantly get on me about doing something with my music and blah blah blah, and I'm so talented and why am I not a rock star and I need to go be a rock star so I can buy them a house and all this shit. So I start posting and crickets. All those people show me zero support. None. Friends that I was friends with for like 30 fucking years ignore me. It's maddening, to say the least. It's disheartening. And I admit, I fell into the depths of despair and my addiction for a while. I mean, I'm not going to sit here and say that I didn't, but never once, even when I was on drugs, did I ever steal from anyone, lie, manipulate, cheat. I just did my drugs. The only person I was hurting was myself and my daughters because I haven't been there. And I'm accountable, and I don't know how to repair those relationships. I'm going to try now that I'm sober. But what really, really, really fucking just gets under my skin and causes me the greatest of frustration is those people have known me my whole life, and they know the depths of my mental illness. And they see me trying to address it, and I get nothing but roadblock after roadblock put in front of me. You know, I'm homeless. I'm on the outskirts of town in a pallet shelter that I built, or a cabin or whatever. And I have periods of my day that I just black out. My other personality comes out and I'm not here. Dissociative identity disorder is extremely frightening condition because as I've gotten older, it's gotten worse. And I lose complete hours of my day. So sometimes I come to and I'm on the other end of town with no memory of how I got there, why I was there, who I was with, what I did. It's absolutely terrifying. And I've been acting out more violently. You know, when I came out as being bisexual, and you know, I prefer the company of men to women, you know, mostly in my life right now. And so many doors got slammed on me. So many. Because they didn't like the way I was dressing, or they didn't like the fact that, you know, I'm bisexual or whatever. And it doesn't affect them at all. I'm trying not to become bitter, but you know, I've been extremely suicidal lately, idealizing my death, man. And I need help. You know, I got kicked out of all the shelters here in Butte County. You know, at the Torres shelter, one of the staff members called me a faggot. I beat his ass. At the Orville Rescue Mission, there was a child molester there. I beat his ass. You know, and I'm not allowed at those places. They have other places, but they're impossible to get into. They have a pallet shelter community here in Orville that they just built. You have to be part of a special encampment, and you have to go to the mission, which I am kicked out of, and kiss ass and go to their church and do all this shit. I don't do church, people. I don't believe in Jesus. I think that shit's fucking stupid. No offense. But I do. I do pray. I pray to the sun. I worship the sun, the light, the thing that makes life possible on this planet. If I worship anything, it's the sun. Anyways, the pallet shelter in Chico, same deal. You have to get ticketed. You have to be at the right place at the right time, and then they have to invite you in. You can't just like go get on a waiting list and try to get in. I've tried. I've called and called and called and called. And no recourse. I've called 211. I've gone to the county. The only thing I haven't done yet is the mental health. I have no way to get to my appointments. I'm like 5 miles away from the place. You know, it's my day is consumed by collecting wood, getting water to my camp, getting a fire going, heating up the water so I can take a bath, and making sure my devices are charged and I have something to eat. So unless you're going to help me, like really fucking help me, like give me a ride to the doctor or give me a ride to the mental health or to the welfare office or where I need to go, I don't want to hear anything from you. I don't want to hear your suggestions. I've already tried it. I don't want your links. Just leave me alone. Because you're not helping. You're just pissing me off. I love you guys, but none of you fucking support my music. Like a handful of people actually go on there and support my music. And it's dope. I don't get it. But it's whatever, you know? I don't need your support. I don't need you to believe in me. You don't want to fucking help me? Fine. But do me a favor. Hit the unfriend button. Because I would go to war for any one of you. Even though you burn me, take my money and never show up. Even though you talk shit about me. Even though you turn your nose up to me or turn your fucking back on me, any one of you could come to me and say, Mike, I need you for this thing. And I'd be there. And you know that. And that's what makes me the most angry and hurts my heart. Just so you know.